Hello guys, my name is Nick from Nick's Toy Garage, and today I'm trying to take this Majorette number 201 Citroën Visa Chrono from its, well, I think it was on a road rally, but it's in adorable condition, to top shelf condition, meaning it can sit on my shelf, which is a pretty great honor if I do say so myself. So, while it just veers off into frame, there it is, it's the Visa Chrono. Not really sure what this was in. There's some luggage in the back, so I think this was a kind of classic rally car back in its heydays. There was luggage, the blue luggage. I love some blue luggage. So the paint, well, the stickers are just gone, unsavable, but the glass is still in pretty great shape. So first order of business is to take out the rivets. So first the front and then the rear. No, not the rear, there's only one rivet. I just restored this car and I already don't know how it was taken apart. Oh well, so after exactly 3 seconds of drilling, the base just pops off. I love when that happens. There we have the blue interior. Trust me, it's not going to stay blue for much longer. We have the glass with the headlights attached. And then we take out the axles with just, well, I love these Majorettes, well, springy thingies, majiggies that hold in the wheels and axles. So next, let's get to my favorite step of every single restoration. Take the base, take the model, and place it into my handy dandy sandblaster. This literally was, well, I think my greatest investment for this channel so far. The paint I have only had one model where the paint was almost impossible to take off. It was a newer Hot Wheels, going to see this on Friday. But, well, for the rest, the paint just flies off. I love using this thing. It used to take me, well, an hour or 2 hours to remove the paint. I used some toxic paint stripper, then brushing it off with a toothbrush, ruining the toothbrush after 6 attempts, and I just had to do 3 or 4 coats of that horrible smelling paint stripper. This, it takes 1 to maybe 3 minutes if I feel like working a little bit slower. So while I was talking, I finished up the model, well, the actual body of the car, and then I just took the base and removed. There was a little bit of, well, greenish corrosion on the base, and I just, well, it's gone now, and just cleaned up the front of the car. So after I'm done, this is what I end up with. Pretty good, if I do say so myself. Now I noticed, well, right here, that there was a little bit of a dent, well, in the trunk area where the hinges of the trunk are. So I took my big hammer, smashed it exactly 87 times, and it's straight again. Now for primer, I will be using a fine surface primer by Tamiya. Just shake up the can, and then 4 coats, no, not 4 coats, what is it for? 2 coats in total, leaving between 15 to 20 minutes to dry in front of my little space heater. Because yes, it's freaking cold in my workshop. Garage. My mom's garage. I feel really manly and adult right now saying that. Oh well. So 1 coat with the trunk open, 1 coat with the trunk closed. Then on to the color. A little bit of a strange color I've chosen. I think I chose black. I have the model in my hand right now, and I really think this was the proper choice for this car. I wasn't going to paint it white or a crazy color, but just wanted to use a fine black car. And, well, please leave in the comment section down below what you think about this color, but I just love it. Also, while you're in the comment section down below, I have a new channel logo. I don't know if you guys noticed yet. Please let me know in the comment section down below what you think of my new channel logo. I try to make it, well, as simple as possible, because I just love the way it's simple. It's less is more, I think. So let me know in the comment section down below what you think about my channel logo. Then, while I was talking about my channel logo, please go in the comment section down below. I cleaned off the interior with my toothbrush and some soapy water, and then sprayed, I think, about 4 or 5 coats, well, really light coats, to, well, prime on the interior of the car. because if you spray this too thick, well, the paint doesn't really stick. I did use a little bit of a Scotch-Brite to get it to stick a little bit more, but in the end it all worked out. Then I do two coats in total to blacken out the interior. Again, it just suits the black car, I think. Then after that's done, after that's dry, I move on to my, well, previous favorite part of the video, when I still had my, I didn't have my sandblaster, and that's the fine details. So I take my toothpick, take some red paint, and paint in the rear lights. After the rear lights are painted in, I take my, is it silver, grayish? Well, the paint I use for the door handles every single time. So let's take my little Revel paint, chromish, silverish paint, another toothpick, and paint in the 4 door handles. And I just love, if you have any suggestions on, well, a different color for these, the door handles, maybe a different type of paint, or how I can make them stand out a little bit more, please let me know in the comment section down below. But I just love using this chromish paint, and it just suits the model. Last but not least, I take some orange paint, and for the first time ever, I painted in the front and rear side markers. Well, that's first for me, and I really, because I was always scared that it wasn't going to look quite right, but looking at it right now, I just love how it turned out. And yes, I know I didn't paint in the number plates, but I just didn't want to paint in the number plates, because it would have been too much. Maybe a next restoration. So next I go to the hairdressers and take off the hair of my axles. I never figured I was going to say that when I woke up today. Taking off the hair of my axles of my Citroën. Well, it's a good day, I guess. So after I took off all the hairs on the front or the rear, I don't know, axle, I took a little bit of sanding paper and sanded the rusty edges of the axles. Just, well, the wheels are in pretty good shape, but just the axles were a little bit too rusty. Now on to the reassembly. First, again, the lovely spring mechanism of the Majorettes. Just have to let's just lay down the axle neck, just take out the spring. There we go, take it completely out. And then just sit the axles back into its place. And just reattach the spring. I love this way because the newer Matchbox, well, not newer, the 90s and 80s Matchbox cars have those plastic springs. And I just did a Ford video that's going to air next year. And those just break so easily and I hate it. And then the older Matchbox cars, you have to literally use a Dremel to take out the edges of the axle to get off the wheels. Then you have to re-crim them, kind of. Well, you know the drill. You see my old videos. If you haven't, watch my old videos, please. So while I was rambling, I cut off the tow hook cover of my interior, placed in the glass and the headlights, placed in the interior. Then took my base, slid in the back. That's the kind of the number. Well, is it? No, it's just slide in the back, snap in the front, and then last but not least, I take my how it's called, my imbus with the self-tapping screw, and screw the base into place. So if I ever want to take the model apart again, I just can unscrew the base. There we go, let it sit on a cloth, on a rag, so I don't damage the freshly painted thingy, and also the 2 layers of clear coat after I painted in the details, obviously. So let's take a look at it before the restoration, when it was still white, stickered up, it's kind of a rally past, I think, and the glass was, well, pretty scratched up. I also polished the glass, by the way, do not know if I noticed that, and the caved in roof, obviously. Now maybe next time I'm going to try to retrofit a rear window, but I didn't have the material to do it. So this was before, and let's take a look at it after the restoration. My voice crack, puberty, yes! So this is after the restoration when it is black, nice details, the roof is back in, well, straight I guess, and I just love how this thing came out. please share your opinion in the comment section down below about this model, and I hope to see you in a future video. Bye!